I'm Chad Deshane.
And I'm Scott Pruitt.
And this is the new RCF.
And even more exciting, we are here at the historic Laguna Seca Raceway, where recently Lexus signed on as the official vehicle, and we are gonna have some fun today. Here we go. Wow. Turn 2, back to throttle. Always love driving the RCF.
This
sounds good, good power. 80, 90, 110, turn 6. How you doing over there, Chad?
This is
all
awesome,
good?
Scott. That's all I have to say. Much better than I can drive.
You know, what's nice is I never feel like I'm fighting a car, just at my fingertips all the time.
You can really get that full feeling out of these new Michelin Sport 4S tires. And one of the key focus points was actually to make those sidewalls stiffer. So that way you can push it to the limits and reduce overall understeer.
That's one thing I love about Lexus with all the performance F cars, is they do such a great job of bringing the whole car together. Doesn't feel fat and heavy. You just gotta love how this car does what it does. I mean, the nimbleness, the balance, and that's one thing I was saying about Lexus. They don't over horsepower it, they don't overweight it, they just bring all those components together to make the driver experience as good as it can get. Because that's the thing, it's all the components brought together.
Now let's talk about a little bit more of the design of the new RCF. Now, one of the cool things about this vehicle is the fact the design team focused mainly on function dictating that design. So they worked with the teams that race for the 24-hour Nürburgring, IMSA, and also Lexus Performance Racing at Fuji. This vehicle really showcases all of what you guys have to say, the racers.
Well, that's a big component. You know, there's nothing more exciting than coming right off the racetrack and talking about a car.
Absolutely. Well, some of the key focus points on this vehicle, especially looking at the front end of the car. The grille is much wider and lower on the vehicle, so that way it's able to take in a little bit more air. In both sides of the grille, your transmission and oil cooler. Big focus points on performance cars, having those items in there to keep it cool.
Exactly right, and one of those things that they continue to do as well. I mean, we got a little bit more horsepower, got a little bit more torque, and also just a slight reduction in weight as well. So all those things on the racetrack, they all add up.
Yeah, and one of the key elements from them is this new carbon fiber kit that's on your performance package. Even this front spoiler right here allowed the vehicle to stay much more stable, much more smooth, so there's no lift when you're at those higher speeds.
That's exactly right. How can you make things stronger, faster, better, and more durable? And that's what you get from the racetrack.
I 100% agree with you. Now, let's go take a look at the track edition.
Let's go. 472 horsepower in the track edition, 395 foot-pounds of torque, 176 less pounds. Quite a savings in the wheels, quite a savings in the brakes, as well as the rest of the components. So I'm really excited as we roll up onto the racetrack right now and get ready to give her a go. Nice acceleration. It's got a little bit more of a aggressive tone to it. That might be the titanium exhaust. Back to throttle. That thing jumps off the turn right there. I can't believe I'm getting this opportunity to drive this first time right here in Laguna Seca. 100, 110, 120.
This is amazing! 0 to 60 in an impressive 3.96 seconds. That was independently tested by AMCI. So one of the features that really helped this vehicle get that amazing 0 to 60 timing is the Torsen limited slip differential. So we changed the final gear driving on that, and we changed from 2.977 to 3.133.
Well, you can feel definitely the improvement in aero. I'm definitely picking that up. As I enter the turns, you definitely feel the stability of the rear. These carbon ceramic brakes, it's not a little improvement, it's a big improvement. And it's a lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun.
Love these brakes. Absolutely spectacular.
Let's talk about the drive modes on this vehicle. Sport mode, one of the key focuses was the AI shift control logic with the engineering team. And they focused in on making sure that when you're coming up to that stop and you get those downshifts, it's more apt to where you'd put the vehicle in manual mode and get a little bit more full control out of this vehicle. Now, when you go to Sport Plus, this gives you even more control and changing the adaptive suspension to allow you to really get every feeling out of that track.
All right, that was cool.
That was awesome.
I love the RCF, absolutely. That's such a great car, great balance. And then to take that car and make it better from an aero standpoint, from a grip standpoint, the stability you're getting under braking as you transition off the throttle onto the brake, that characteristic where you can start feeling the rear a little bit, that settles that down. Overall, just the balance and rip that you're getting at that minimum speed through the turns is significantly greater. As you notice, we go through turn 1, turn 2, into turn 3, 4. That grip and that feel and that balance all the way through the turn was just at a higher level than their standard production car.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Having fun, baby.
So after driving both these vehicles and getting a chance to sit in with Scott, this Track Edition is unbelievable. One of the first things you're going to notice on the Track Edition is the carbon fiber kit and the carbon fiber hood, along with a fixed carbon fiber rear spoiler. They're fully functional to keep that extra downforce on this car, which I think you felt it.
And they look great. I mean, when you look at the carbon hood, carbon top, and you look at the carbon rear wing, it is incredible. But let's talk about the brakes.
They're the same from the LFA, which is even cooler to have on your RCF. So the carbon ceramic brakes not only help stop you better, but they also look amazing on the side of these vehicles, paired up to those 19-inch ultra lightweight BBS wheels. But the other thing is, helping out those brakes and helping out those wheels, side rocker panels with a new scallop shape. So what that's doing is it allows the airflow to push outwards and go out around the wheels. So that way it lowers down turbulence and also helps cool them down.
So we talk about the outside, we talk about the brakes, we talk about underneath. I'm noticing some pretty tricky stuff on the inside.
Absolutely, and quite honestly, it's one of my favorite interiors that we offer here at Lexus because it gets around that driver and allows you to really feel connected with the vehicle. But on this Track Edition, it's even that much more exclusive because it comes paired up with the new circuit red interior that's semi-aniline paired up with Alcantara. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the carbon fiber also has a red weave into it as well, giving it that extra special look.
I noticed that. I'm thinking, that's some really cool stuff right there, that weave wrapped together in red. Well, thanks, Chad. Really appreciate the opportunity to come out here and drive these great cars, and what a beautiful day.
Now, if you want to experience the new RCF here at Laguna Seca, come on out to Lexus Performance Driving School, or see your local Lexus dealer and test it out on the road. But for now, let's try launch control.
Let's line it up.